host with the most among time a short pace, and of course, as we all know, I'm your Kasi girl with the international dreams. Now, thank you so much for tuning in to Echoes of the City. You know we do this every single Saturday with you, and we are before starting the show. Actually, I'd like to just remind you that we are running an amazing competition for Father's Month, where we will be giving away a 1,000 Rand voucher from Capello. Yes, you heard right. We're giving away a 1,000 Rand voucher every single month from Capello, so that you can enjoy. Maybe take your dad out, take your partner out, and take any person that represents a father figure in your life out. All you have to do is just head on over to the Bogart Radio app. Actually, no, before you head on over to the app, you need to have the app to head on over to it. So all you have to do is just download the Bogart Radio app, head on over to the Win With Us tab, and simply type in the word Capello. Last week, again, we were out in Capello Boxburg to just, witness the new look, because they have launched themselves under a new look. Not new management, no, don't get them wrong, but under a new look. And if you can just go check it out and have your drinks, have good food, have good vibes, definitely you are not going to regret it. So, as I say again, all you have to do is just head on over to the Bogart Radio app if you have downloaded it. If you are downloading, download it, please, let's be on the same page and head on over to the Win With Us tab. And all you must do is just simply type in the word Capello, and just like that, you could be in line to win that 1,000 Rand voucher from Capello. Now, June is a very special month for a number of reasons. It is Pride Month, and to be honest, I feel like this is personally the season where it's a time to celebrate identity, diversity, and also freedom, man. The freedom to unapologetically. This is the time to be unapologetically yourself, and it also happens to be Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and this is where we also just get to shine a spotlight on conversations that many people find it difficult to share. So today we are asking, are we creating spaces where people can truly be themselves? And if not, or if yes, why do so many men feel still pressured to bottle things up? And how can we support one another better as friends, families, and communities? Don't worry, Mara, because we are not getting too serious too early on a weekend, because this is a weekend, and this is a time where I'm a tatawa during the week, so share during the week. This is where we unwind, and this is where we usher you into an amazing weekend on Echoes of the City with myself, Phindiblack, your host with the most. Now we are keeping it real, keeping it honest, and of course we are definitely keeping it fun. So do expect some hot takes, some relatable stories, a few laughs, some campagna from our loyal citizens, and plenty of opportunities for you to join the conversation. For now, no, grab your coffee, please do finish that breakfast and turn the volume up, because this is Echoes of the City.
When the city's asleep, before the grind gets going,
Cheers, bro. Thanks, mama.
We already moving. Flipping switches, turning rooms into world stages. We don't crack under pressure. We crush it. We lock in and dollar what we must. From beats on stage in the spotlight to face beats in the close-up.
And there we go, guys.
Ooh, I like that.
Making every shot count. Cause the 9 to 5 is just the start. Noma kanjani. We move. We level up. When the beat drops, we get up. Namaje. Cause when the get up meets the go, anything is possible. When the city's asleep, before the grind gets going,
Cheers, bro. Thanks, mama.
we already moving. Flipping switches, turning rooms into world stages. We don't crack under pressure. We crush it. We lock in and dollar what we must. From beats on stage in the spotlight to face beats in the close-up.
And there we go, guys.
Ooh, I like that.
Making every shot count. Cause the 9 to 5 is just the start. Noma kanjani. We move. We level up. When the beat drops, we get up. Namaje. Cause when the get up meets the go, anything is possible.
talking about authenticity, identity, and mental health awareness as we recognize both Pride Month and men's mental health in this month. Now, before we get too deep, let's start with really something simple, right? I think we can all agree that the society has a lot of expectations for a lot of people. From the day we were born, and like we are told who we should be, how we should act, we are told what success should look like, and how we should dress, how we should speak, how we should love. I mean, we are taught how we should express ourselves and even how we should deal with our own emotions and demons. And honestly, sometimes those expectations can be really, really exhausting. So let's talk about stereotypes. I mean, I'm going to throw out a few statements and I want you to think about them, right? And think about them in the most open-minded way possible, because, you know, as we grow up, there are those stereotypes that we are groomed rather, or raised to believe, especially about men or especially about women. And I think these shape how we expect the other gender to behave, like, especially as we're growing and as we're experiencing life. For example, you know, there's a saying that men don't cry. It's not a saying, actually. I don't know who actually started the saying, but I think it is one of the most toxic statements that have come out, because now men are confined in a box where they are not allowed to express their feelings. Rather than them not being allowed, rather they are being pushed in a corner where now they are made, or their egos are made to be tested if ever they're in a position where they actually have to express their feelings, you know. And, you know, I don't understand why a lot of people say men don't cry, because men do experience heartbreak, number one. Men do experience disappointments, number two. They do experience loss. They do experience pressure. They do experience stress just like everybody else, especially men who are heading households. Guys, heading a household is not easy. I, for one, am not a man, obviously. However, I could see the challenges that my dad was faced with as he was, you know, raising us and protecting us as a family and stuff like that, up until the day he passed on. And soon after that, we became a child-headed household, right? Well, I wouldn't really call myself a child then, but I think according to age Yami and the age of my siblings, we are still considered to be legally a youth, and now we became a youth-headed household, and then simply after that, we had to transition into a position where now we are left to figure out how my dad and how my mom did things so that we can carry on from where they left off, right? But now we thought it was just so easy because my dad never used to cry about anything, you know. And I think he never used to cry about anything because he was also taught from a very young age to know indoda ayikhali, and that is not true, because as I said before, they do experience disappointments, heartbreaks, they do experience loss, they do experience pressure and stress just like everybody else. So I actually want to know from my citizens, where did this idea come from that showing emotions somehow makes some women weak? And I think that's how a lot of men cannot find themselves in a position or on platforms where they can be able to dissect or even, you know, discuss their feelings and everything that they go through in life, you know. And another stereotype that we need to break as societies on behalf of men is that real men must always have everything under control. Guys, that is not true. That is not true. Guys, if you know umgobo uzogowa uze ungazi nokuthi wenze njani ngelife yakho, because, you know, you're not supposed to have it all together, but at least try to put something together, because whether you have it all together or you do not have it all together, life just happens. Whether you have a good heart or you don't have a good heart, life just happens. Whether you cry or you don't cry, life continues to happen. Life waits for no man. Like, life absolutely waits for no man, and time does actually wait for no man as well, because you know, this is life, and we must be able to afford each other the opportunity or even the platform to experience it fully, including its feelings as well, because life does come with feelings. So I personally feel like as a society we should, you know, be lenient on the men in our lives and the men around us, and we also should be teaching these boys around us, so you know what, it is okay to cry, because I mean, how are these men going to feel now if they always feel pressure to pretend everything is okay when everything is not okay? And I want to send a big shout out to the women who are raising sons who are raising boy children to believe that, you know, it is okay to express your feelings. It is okay to express your feelings in a way that you feel them. It is okay to cry, because at the I mean, overall in the whole world, the gender of Yamadoda is the one that has the highest rate of suicide, and it's because of stereotypes like these. Oguti, you say a man cannot cry and a man is supposed to have it figured all together. That's how, because that man ain't God. Like how? Because that man ain't God, and you know. Hey, like, we need to afford our men grace. We need to afford the men in our lives grace. We need to be able to actually teach these boys to grow up and realize, you know what, it is okay to cry, and it is okay to actually be realistic with the fact that I will call grand. In fact, obviously, uzoba grand. And one other stereotype that I actually don't like, and I feel like it should come to an end for the sake of the men in our lives and for the sake of the men, the boys that we are raising to be men, is you know, people should fit into society's idea of normal. You know, they can come to you and say, you know, what you're doing is not what a normal man would do. Like, guys, there is no manual to life. As long as you are a person who has and stands by their own values and principles and lives by them, and actually is teaching those principles to the next generation, so that they can also be so that these boys can also grow up to be men that are respectful, to be men that are able to have a voice. Because now men's voices in societies have been pushed into a corner to look like their voices are violent. And when now they come to cry or they come to express their feelings in a manner that allows them to be vulnerable, then it is called that men are weak. And that is not true at all. That is not true at all. That's why we should be open-minded to be able to raise a better society, to be able to raise those boys into men that understand that it is okay to cry, to understand that it is okay to take care of your mental health, to understand that it is okay to be fully present and fully be vulnerable in your own feelings. Because besides them being men providers, you know, besides them being about us, they also are human. So let's just give them grace, Vanta, so that they can be human and live the human experience, the experience fully. For now, though, this is Echoes of the City.
Step into Capello, where every plate is crafted, every drink is a conversation, and every night pulses with energy. Born from family 27 years ago, driven by passion, defined by experience. Come live it with us. Food, passion, people.
What's up, beautiful Mzansi? Welcome to the Mzansi 4x4 Challenge. Now, this is where the boldest drivers and the toughest machines are about to take on some serious terrain. It's all about the power, precision, control, and some mad driving skills. And trust me, it's about to get wild, baby. That's my boy.
So what can I say, people? Today's just another day in the history books for us again. Our numbers just get more and more all the time here at Mzansi Speedway. We've got people from all over South Africa coming today with their 4x4s to compete. We set up new obstacles for them. We dug holes in the ground. We dug holes on the sides. They got 16 hill climbs to climb. And I think it's a day of fun here. It's a day for families to come out and have fun.
I developed the love of the off-road. I was in Richards Bay when I was working at Durban, and then I met this convoy of parties, and then I asked, who are these guys? They ain't going off-road. And then I was inspired. I had a 4x2 then. And then I tried it and get a 4x4 Hilux.
Number one, ekugqemeni the reverse usemncane so kufuneka into ba uziqaphele loba into oyishayo kusasa ubhasobha icuba ubhasobha utshwala neyintombi ke kodwa ngeke sande kakhulu la impilo leyo so ndiyathanda ukuthi Ndandingenamoto nam. Uyabona ndaqala ibhizinisi kancane kancane. It's been 22 years now ndisebhizinisini. Oko ndandizinikezele. Ndiqala ndingenamoto, ndiqhuba amatroli, ndizihambela kanzima, nokuhlangana nabantu ke abaright obabona ukuthi baqhuba babheka phambili nawo ungene emzileni straight. So mawungabe usemncane usesesikolweni, nyamezela esikolweni at least standard 10. Ngoba into eyenzekayo ngoku ndandikade ndinovalo into yoba makuqhamuka umlungu andikwazi ukuthetha isingisi.
Actually, it's much more scary when you're outside than when you're inside. That's my experience.
Really?
Yes.
What do I have to tell you? You can see it's crazy here.
Step into Capello, where every plate is crafted, every drink is a conversation, and every night pulses with energy. Born from family 27 years ago, driven by passion, defined by experience. Come live it with us. Food, passion, people.
What's up, beautiful Mzansi? Welcome to the Mzansi 4x4 Challenge. Now, this is where the boldest drivers and the toughest machines are about to take on some serious terrain. Namhlanje, it's all about the power, precision, control, and some mad driving skills. And trust me, it's about to get wild, baby. That's my boy.
Come here, mommy.
So what can I say, people? Today's just another day in the history books for us again. Our numbers just get more and more all the time here at Mzansi Speedway. We've got people from all over South Africa coming today with their 4x4s to compete. We set up new obstacles for them. We dug holes in the ground. We dug holes on the sides. They got 16 hill climbs to climb. And I think it's a day of fun here. It's a day for families to come out and have fun.
I developed the love of the off-road. I was in Richards Bay when I was working at Tuba, and then I met this convoy of parties, and then I asked, who are these guys? They go off-road. And then I was inspired. I had a 4x2 then. And then I traded in and get a 4x4 highlights.
Number one, ekubhemeni. The reverse usemncane, so kufuneka into yoba uziqaphele into yoba yintoni oyishayo kusasa. Ubhasobha icuba, ubhasobha utshwala. Neyintombi ke kodwa ngeke sande kakhulu la. Impilo leyo. So ndiyathanda ukuthi ndandingenamoto nam. Uyabona ndaqala ibhizinisi kancane kancane. It's been 22 years now ndisebhizinisini. Oko ndandizinikezele. Ndiqala ndingenamoto, ndiqhuba amatroli, ndizihambela kanzima, nokuhlangana nabantu ke abaright obabona ukuthi baqhuba babheka phambili nawo ungene emzileni straight. So mawungabe usemncane usesesikolweni, nyamezela esikolweni at least standard 10. Ngoba into eyenzekayo ngoku ndandikade ndinovalo into yoba makuqhamuka umlungu andikwazi ukuthetha isingisi.
Actually, it's much more scary when you're outside than when you're inside. That's my experience.
Really?
Yes.
What do I have to tell you? You can see it's crazy here.
Step into Capello, where every plate is crafted, every drink is a conversation, and every night pulses with energy. Born from family 27 years ago, driven by passion, defined by experience. Come live it with us. Food, passion, people.
What's up, beautiful Mzansi? Welcome to the Mzansi 4x4 Challenge. Now, this is where the boldest drivers and the toughest machines are about to take on some serious terrain. Namhlanje, it's all about the power, precision, control, and some mad driving skills. And trust me, it's about to get wild, baby. That's my boy.
What can I say, people? Today's just another day in the history books for us again. Our numbers just get more and more all the time here at Mzansi Speedway. We've got people from all over South Africa coming today with their 4x4s to compete. We set up new obstacles for them. We dug holes in the ground. We dug holes on the sides. They got 16 hill climbs to climb. And I think it's a day of fun here. It's a day for families to come out and have fun.
I developed the love of the off-road. I was in Richards Bay when I was working at Durban, and then I met this convoy of parties, and then I asked, who are these guys? They ain't going off-road. And then I was inspired. I had a 4x2 then. And then I tried it in and get a 4x4 Hilux.
Number one, ekugcineni the reverse usemncane so kufuneka into ba uziqaphele loba into onoyishayo kusasa ubhasobha icuba ubhasobha utshwala nentombi ke kodwa ngeke sande kakhulu la impilo leyo so ndiyathanda ukuthi ndandingenamoto nami yabona ndaqala ibhizinisi kancane kancane. It's been 22 years now ndisebhizinisini oko ndandizinikezele ndiqala ndingenamoto ndiqhuba amatroli ndizihambela kanzima nokuhlangana nabantu ke aba-right obabona ukuthi baqhuba babheka phambili nawo ungene emzileni straight. So uma ungabe usemncane usesesikolweni nyamezela esikolweni at least okastandard 10 ngoba into eyenzekayo ngoku ndandikade ndinovalo into yoba eyi maqhamuka umlungu andikwazi ukuthetha isingisi.
Actually, it's much more scary when you're outside than when you're inside. That's my
plan for Muntaki, because I get it, we all expect these men to be providers. So why aren't we the ones in the position to give them grace? I mean, earlier on we spoke about the stereotypes society should play, or we spoke about the stereotypes society places on men, right? And some of the expectations that people are tired of carrying. And judging from, you know, everybody's messages on social media and everybody's thoughts, it's clear that many of us are ready for a change. So now I would like for us to shift the conversation just a little bit. Instead of talking about what needs to stop, let's rather start talking about what needs to start. And I'm talking about, you know, instead of talking about things that, no, this must stop, this must come to an end, let's rather start initiating things that need to happen more in our society so that we can be able to build a safe space for these boys that we are raising to become men, you know? What are some of the things we need to normalize in our communities, our friendships, our relationships, and everyday lives? Maybe it's men being able to say they're not okay, or maybe it's going to therapy without people assuming something is wrong with you, because, you know, us as black people, some of us as black people still think that if you're going to therapy, it means right here in the head, you are not okay. And it's not like that. Therapy is just a tool that is meant to help someone deal with their psychological traumas, to help someone understand themselves, to help someone grow from their mistakes, to help someone understand life better, especially because in life, sometimes you don't choose the events that happen to you, but how you react to those events or how you respond to those events either is the deal breaker in in that situation having to make or break you, you know. And sometimes, most of the time, some things that we need to normalize, it's actually going to therapy without people assuming, as I said again, that something is wrong with you. And sometimes maybe it's allowing people to express who they are without constantly having to explain themselves. And I think this is where Pride Month comes in a lot, because, you know, there's a lot of conversations that still happen around people's sexualities and who they choose to become and who they choose to identify as. And, you know, sometimes in societies we need to normalize the fact that it's okay also just checking in on your friends more often. It's okay also, you know, to maybe simply give people the freedom to be themselves, guys. I think there's no other thing, no other better solution than that for the human race. Let's give other people a chance and the freedom to be themselves the way they would love to be themselves. Because I mean, if someone decides to change their hair color to pink, and we all know that the boys' favorite color should be blue, we're not okay, a guy. Let someone do whatever it is that they want to do, because at the end of the day, it's their bodies, their choices, and it's their freedom, you know. And you know, today we are really celebrating authenticity. Namhlanje we are celebrating acceptance on Echoes of the City, and we are also just trying to encourage healthy conversations. And these healthy conversations can start with you. They start with you. They start with the environment that you are currently affording your kids, you're currently affording your family members. They start with you know, the environment that you're creating so that your people can live with grace, man, and freedom when they are around you. But send through your voice notes on the WhatsApp messages. And is when it's WhatsApp messages, guys, we are no longer on WhatsApp. We are no longer on WhatsApp, but please do send your thoughts on the Bogart Radio app also, and on the X app at Bogart Men Radio. Don't forget to use the hashtag Echoes of the City. Thank you so much once again for tuning in. I do have to remind you that we are giving away, because you know, Echoes of the City, together with all the other amazing shows on Bogart Radio, is the gift that keeps on giving, baby. We are giving away every single week. We are giving away a 1,000 Rand voucher from Capello. Those who know Capello, they know the vibes there. Each and every single Capello, whether it's the one in Northcliffe, whether it's the one in Boxbeck, whether it's the one in Kempton Park, every Capello that you go to, especially, and it's like, I'd like to send a shout out to everyone that's in Capello right now, that's listening to Echoes of the City. Please do stay with us all the way till 1 p.m. Shout out to you for visiting Capello. Shout out to everyone who's also visiting Black Bistro Lounge. Shout out to everyone who's also visiting Hard Rock Cafe. And like Bafetu, Sisonke Emzanti, Sisonke Echoes of the City. Now, as I said, we are giving away a 1,000 Rand Capello voucher to anybody who is going to, not anybody, to a lucky, rather, citizen who will be downloading the Bogart Radio app, heading on over to the Win With Us tab. All you have to do is just simply text the word, send the word, type in the word Capello, and just like that, you are in line to win that 1,000 Rand Capello voucher. So you can treat yourself, you can treat the father of your kids, you can treat your brother, you can treat your father, you can treat your grandfather, your uncle, any specific single male figure in your life. Happy Father's Day, because tomorrow is Father's Day, and I would also like to send a happy Father's Day in advance to all the amazing fathers out there, except Jonas. Here's some good music.
Man Radio.
Right now,
Welcome to the Drop Zone.
where new music hits first.
You heard it here before anywhere else.
Let's get into the sound that's about to take over the streets,
The charts and your playlist.
This is
The Drop Zone.
Alright, it is officially 12 o'clock and then yes again, you are still locked into Echoes of the City. I hope you're having an amazing weekend wherever you're listening from, whether you're at home, whether whether you're out there doing big things and better things every single weekend, no matter every single day, because that's what we're about. We're about some lifetime game changing. You're still locked into Echoes of the City. Now, you already know what time it is. It's that moment where we switch the energy up just a little bit. And yeah, we've had the conversations, we've shared the stories, and now it is time to feel the music. Welcome to the Drop Zone. This is where we put you onto the freshest sounds, the newest vibes, and the tracks you're about to have on repeat all week long. I absolutely couldn't wait to give you a piece of myself, because every single time when it's time for the Drop Zone, I personally feel like I'm sharing a piece of myself with you guys, because you guys get to experience or get to listen to the music that's been making me jam the entire week. And today I've got something really, really, really special for you. It's a drop that's been making noise, and I had to bring it straight to your ears first. So when Anje, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Don't go anywhere. And please, I want you guys to let the music speak for itself, because that's what is supposed to happen on Echoes of the City. This is Echoes of the City, and right now we are going into the Drop Zone. Here's my song for the week. still tuned into Echoes of the City. Now, guys, that song is absolutely amazing. It's not really a new song on the streams, but it's a new song on Echoes of the City because we have not playlisted it yet, but we are definitely doing that as of today because I have just introduced you to the song. And a lot of my citizens, I know they do listen to amazing songs, and probably some of you loyal citizens definitely know this song. This one again is titled Ituba by Fidelity, Mike Ndlovu, and Mluda featuring Ukyubonke. What a way to set the tone, right? And that's exactly the kind of energy we needed to ease into the rest of the show. Now, earlier on, we were having a really powerful conversation about things that we need to normalize in our communities. I mean, from mental health to identity to just being able to show up as your full self without fear or judgment. And I want to keep that going on with you right now because music aside, real life is still happening and people are still dealing with the pressure, expectations, and constant need to fit into boxes that always don't make sense, especially because, as I said earlier on, this is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and this is where we just get to highlight more than we ever do on every other regular month. We just highlight the problems that men go through. We highlight the stereotypes that men go through. We highlight basically, the men that have an identity crisis with themselves because as boys growing up, men are always taught to be providers, but they're never really taught how to express themselves in a way that is going to be seemingly normal to everyone around them because as we all know, they always say men don't cry, but if now they don't cry, they end up killing themselves most, and that's not a good thing. But so we should start normalizing platforms where men can be able to share their problems. We should also start normalizing just initiatives that come out to say, men, Mjita, it's okay to cry. Yay, mood, hey. It's okay to cry. We also have amazing initiatives that also were a part of the station by the likes of Utitimba, who also started the Asmajita, which is an initiative that is meant to bring men together to say, okay, as black men or as men from all walks of life, rather, we are here for each other. We are here to listen to you as Uyindota Ukala. Be it you are homosexual, be it you are heterosexual, whatever the sexuality, whatever the identity, whatever the race, whatever the walk of life that you come from. Shout out to Utitimba for opening up these initiatives to come say, as Majita, we are also human, and a shout out to them. And we hope, Nani guys, you're also just gonna be able to look up these initiatives and maybe actually join these initiatives because sometimes we are the ones that are creating toxic environments for our boys to grow up. And now, how are these men going to grow up being men that are unable to express themselves if we are raising boys and telling them that it's not okay to cry? That's not okay. That is not okay. But what is okay on Echoes of the City is the fact that whether you like it or not, we give you good music, and the music is for everyone. Whether you want to cry with us, whether you want to laugh with us on a Saturday, on a weekend, we are here to do it bigger and better with you on Echoes of the City right here on Bogart Radio. Right now, though, here's some Kanye West and Utiniana Uti Good Live.
Man, Radio.
When the city's asleep, before the grind gets going,
Cheers, bro. Thanks, mama.
we already moving. Flipping switches, turning rooms into world stages. We don't crack under pressure. We crush it. We lock in and dollar what we must. From beats on stage in the spotlight to face beats in the close-up.
And there we go, guys.
Ooh, I like that.
Making
I like that.
every shot count. Cause the 9 to 5 is just the start. Noma kanjani. We move. We level up. When the beat drops, we get up. Namanje. Cause when the get up meets the go, anything is possible. When the city's asleep, before the grind gets going,
Cheers, bro. Thanks, mama.
we already moving. Flipping switches, turning rooms into world stages. We don't crack under pressure. We crush it. We lock in and dollar what we must. From beats on stage in the spotlight to face beats in the close-up.
And there we go, guys.
Ooh, I like that.
Making
I like that.
every shot count. Cause the 9 to 5 is just the start. Noma kanjani. We move. We level up. When the beat drops, we get up. Namanje. Cause when the get up meets the go, anything is possible. when the city's asleep. Before the grind gets going.
Cheers, bro. Thanks, mama.
We already moving. Flipping switches, turning rooms into world stages. We don't crack under pressure. We crush it. We lock in and dollar what we must. From beats on stage in the spotlight to face beats in the close-up.
And there we go, guys.
Ooh, I like that.
Making
I like that.
every shot count. Cause the 9 to 5 is just the start. Noma kanjani. We move. We level up. When the beat drops, we get up. Namaje. Cause when the get up meets the go, anything is possible.
Locked into Echoes of the City right here with me, myself, Phindiblack, your host with the most of a short pace Korobela. And as we all know, I'm your Kasi girl with international dreams, and I hope you're having a beautiful weekend wherever you are tuned in from. Now, I just want to take a moment and appreciate the conversations that we've been having here on the show because, you know, to be honest, it's been real. It's been honest and it's been very necessary. We have been talking about things we need to normalize in our communities, especially because it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So we have been talking about things like men being able to express their emotions, people going to therapy without them feeling judged, individuals loving who they love freely, and just overall allowing people to exist as their authentic selves without constantly being questioned or corrected. And honestly, you know, hearing your views all over social media, it's clear that a lot of us are actually carrying similar experiences. And a lot of people are actually tired of pretending. A lot of people are tired of hiding parts of themselves that make them themselves or make them happy. Other people are tired of feeling like they need to fit into boxes that were never designed for them in the first place. But here's what I want us to go into next, you know, because it's one thing to say we need to normalize this. It's another thing to actually ask the difficult question. I mean, why are all those things not normal yet? Because we always talk about giving the platforms to men to express themselves. We always talk about giving the platforms to people of the LGBTQI community for them to be able to express themselves. But why isn't it normal yet? Why are we still preaching that this has to be normal? What is it about our environment or our upbringing or our culture or even just the way society is structured that still makes these things feel uncomfortable to talk about? Because a lot of people are even scared to come out with their sexualities or come out of the closet, as it is normally said, because they're afraid they're not going to be accepted. I mean, why does someone expressing their identity still become a debate instead of just being accepted? Because you choosing whoever it is that you want to love has nothing to do with the next person. It's just you being you. As long as you don't get into people's private spaces and enforce their beliefs onto or enforce your beliefs onto them, as long as you're not enforcing your beliefs onto anyone else, I don't think it's also like just a bad thing for someone to be able to express themselves freely, you know. And why do people still feel like they need to suffer in silence just to be seen as strong? You know, that's and those are a lot of conversations that we as a society are very scared to have. And I don't ask these questions rather to point fingers, because no, we are not about here. We are not about that here on Echoes of the City, but rather we are just here to have an open and honest conversations with the citizens, because these are everyday things that are affecting us one way or the other. So let's unpack it together right now. Maybe it's how we were raised, you know, because how we were raised back then is not the same as how we are raised now. I mean, maybe it's how we were taught that things are done, being taught to tough it up instead of being taught how to express emotions. Maybe it's fear, asazi, fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of not being accepted by the people around us, or maybe it's just that we've never really been shown a different way of doing things. And that is where you come in, my citizen. That is where you come in. I want to encourage you to start changing the narrative around you, to start changing the narrative around your family, you know. I want to hear from you as well, you know. I want to hear from you as well. Why do you think these things are still normal in 2026? What needs to change in our homes, in our friendships, in our communities, for us to actually get to a place where people can just be without explanation? What do you think needs to change in our homes around us, in our workplaces, in our communities, for us to get a place where we can just be, to get to a place rather where we can just be ourselves without explanation? Send through your voice notes, send through your chats, send through your messages, send through your opinions. We would love to hear your voice echo through the city. Send us your thoughts, because this is Echoes of the City, and right now we are not just talking, because our voices always echo, né? They always echo, yes, my friend, but we are not just talking, we are listening, and we need to listen to you, and we are learning, and we are growing together as citizens of Echoes of the City. Speaking of growth, the one thing that always keeps on growing is a woman in music. Shout out to the Basadi in woman, Basadi in music. Yeah, that's the one. Basadi in Music Awards is coming right up, and they are just choosing to honor the women that have created a space, the women that have curated a platform, the women that have opened up doors for other women to flourish and shine within the music industry, within the DJing industry, because also we were taught and we were stereotyped to put in a corner to say, you know what, DJing and we are here doing things bigger and better. I mean, look, the likes of Abateben Koko, the likes of Our Success SA, the likes of Uncle Waffles. You know, there are a lot of female DJs coming up, and there are a lot of female DJs also that are contributing within the Amapiano sphere. And on a lighter note, though, I would like for us to appreciate all of the women, or appreciate the organizations that have come together to curate such a lovely initiative that is solely based on actually just celebrating women in music. So the Basadi in Women, the Basadi in Women, Phindi, the Basadi in Music Awards is coming up, and they are set out to celebrate the women in music, in podcasts, on radio, the women that have seemed to change the narrative and actually create a platform where women are allowed to share their voices and their creativity and be able to be celebrated, man, every single time, whether it's from a feature, whether it's from a podcast, whether it's from a show on a radio station, whether it's from an ad-lib. These awards are set out to say, you know what, Musadi ri uboni. And speaking about Musadi ri mubunang, this one was on the morning show not so long ago. Malina Ora with Mabebu that's coming through right up on some beautiful tunes.
This is Bogart.
Step into Capello, where every plate is crafted, every drink is a conversation, and every night pulses with energy. Born from family 27 years ago, driven by passion, defined by experience. Come live it with us. Food, passion, people.
What's up, beautiful Mzansi? Welcome to the Mzansi 4x4 Challenge. Now, this is where the boldest drivers and the toughest machines are about to take on some serious terrain. It's all about the power, precision, control, and some mad driving skills. And trust me, it's about to get wild, baby. That's my boy.
What can I say, people? Today's just another day in the history books for us again. Our numbers just get more and more all the time here at Mzansi Speedway. We've got people from all over South Africa coming today with their 4x4s to compete. We set up new obstacles for them. We dug holes in the ground. We dug holes on the sides. They got 16 hill climbs to climb. And I think it's a day of fun here. It's a day for families to come out and have fun.
I developed the love of the off-road. I was in Richards Bay when I was working at Durban, and then I met this convoy of parties, and then I asked, who are these guys? They going off-road. And then I was inspired. I had a 4x2 then. And then I traded in and get a 4x4 Hilux.
Number one, ekubhemeni the reverse usemncane so kufuneka into yoba uziqaphele loba yintoni oyiwishayo kusasa ubhasobha icuba ubhasobha utshwala neyintombi ke kodwa ngeke sande kakhulu la impilo leyo so ndiyathanda ukuthi ndandingenamoto nam yabo ndaqala ibhizinisi kancane it's been 22 years now ndisebhizinisini oko ndandizinikezele ndiqala ndingenamoto ndiqhuba amatroli ndizihambela kanzima nokuhlangana nabantu ke abaright obabona ukuthi baqhuba babheka phambili nawe ungene emzileni straight so uma ungabe usemncane usesesikolweni nyamezela esikolweni at least standard 10 ngoba into eyenzekayo ngoku ndandikade ndinovalo into yoba makuqhamuka umlungu andikwazi ukuthetha isingesi.
Actually, it's much more scary when you're outside than when you're inside. That's my experience.
Really?
Yes.
What do I have to tell you? You can see it's crazy here.
Step into Capello, where every plate is crafted, every drink is a conversation, and every night pulses with energy. Born from family 27 years ago, driven by passion, defined by experience. Come live it with us. Food, passion, people.
What's up, beautiful Mzansi? Welcome to the Mzansi 4x4 Challenge. Now, this is where the boldest drivers and the toughest machines are about to take on some serious terrain. It's all about the power, precision, control, and some mad driving skills. And trust me, it's about to get wild, baby. That's my boy.
What can I say, people? Today's just another day in the history books for us again. Our numbers just get more and more all the time here at Mzansi Speedway. We've got people from all over South Africa coming today with their 4x4s to compete. We set up new obstacles for them. We dug holes in the ground. We dug holes on the sides. They got 16 hill climbs to climb. And I think it's a day of fun here. It's a day for families to come out and have fun.
I developed the love of the off-road. I was in Richards Bay when I was working at Durban, and then I met this convoy of parties, and then I asked, who are these guys? They going off-road. And then I was inspired. I had a 4x2 then. And then I traded in and get a 4x4 Hilux.
Number one, ekubhemeni the reverse usemncane so kufuneka into yoba uziqaphele loba yintoni oyiwishayo kusasa ubhasobha icuba ubhasobha utshwala neyintombi ke kodwa ngeke sande kakhulu la impilo leyo so ndiyathanda ukuthi ndandingenamoto nam yabo ndaqala ibhizinisi kancane it's been 22 years now ndisebhizinisini oko ndandizinikezele ndiqala ndingenamoto ndiqhuba amatroli ndizihambela kanzima nokuhlangana nabantu ke abaright obabona ukuthi baqhuba babheka phambili nawe ungene emzileni straight so uma ungabe usemncane usesesikolweni nyamezela esikolweni at least standard 10 ngoba into eyenzekayo ngoku ndandikade ndinovalo into yoba makuqhamuka umlungu andikwazi ukuthetha isingesi.
Actually, it's much more scary when you're outside than when you're inside. That's my experience.
Really?
Yes.
What do I have to tell you? You can see it's crazy here.
Hard Rock Cafe Johannesburg have an exciting FIFA World Cup campaign. We're currently running in partnership with Coca-Cola. Throughout the tournament, we are transforming Hard Rock Cafe Johannesburg into a premium match viewing destination, broadcasting all the live action on our big screens in a vibrant, fan-focused atmosphere. As part of the campaign, guests can purchase a bacon and rib burger plus Coca-Cola combo for only 200 Rand and automatically stand a chance to win exciting prizes, including a private final match viewing experience for 10 friends valued at 10,000 Rand. Looking for an excuse to spoil yourself? Well, Bogart Radio and Capello are giving you the chance to win a 1,000 Rand Capello voucher every single month. Here's how you can enter. You need to download the Bogart Radio app, head on over to the Win With Us tab, enter the keyword Capello, and just like that, you are in line to win that 1,000 Rand Capello voucher to spoil yourself, to spoil your father, since it's Father's Day tomorrow, to spoil the man in your life, to spoil anybody. You can even spoil yourself, Panja, because also self-love is also a form of love. All you have to do again is download the Bogart Radio app, head on over to the Win With Us tab and enter the keyword Capello. The competition runs from the 19th of June up until the 30th of October 2026, and we will be announcing one lucky winner at the end of every single month. Capello Restaurant, this voucher can be used at any participating Capello restaurant nationwide. So whether you are craving lunch, dinner, or just a great meal with friends, we have got you covered. So do download the app, enter today, and you could be our next lucky winner. No matter, guys, on Echoes of the City on Bogart Radio, just in general, we are the gift that keeps on giving, and that's how we wrap up Echoes of the City today. Do not forget to just download the Bogart Radio app and head on over to the Win With Us tab. Simply type in the keyword Capello, and just like that, now you are the next one in line to win. All right, before we wrap up today's episode of Echoes of the City, I just want to take a moment. Hey, yeah, because today have heavy thoughts on it, they carry a lot of weight, because these are conversations that society mostly is afraid to have with each other, and communities are just shying away from. But what I just want to say before I wrap up the show, I just want to take a moment. If there's one thing today that has shown us, it's that a lot of us are carrying more than we let on, actually, right? And we're trying to be strong, trying to fit in, trying to meet expectations, but underneath all of that, we are all still human. We still feel, we still struggle, and we still deserve to be understood. We spoke about breaking stereotypes on the show today. We spoke about what we need to normalize, and we did ask some tough questions about why things aren't still where they should be in the year 2026, since it's Kadisi Evolvile, right? But I don't want you to just hear the show and move on, guys. I don't want you, I repeat, I do not want you to just hear and listen to the show and just move on. I want you to take something from it. So before I go, let me leave you with a few things to think about. If you are someone who's been struggling silently, speak to someone. You don't have to carry everything alone. If you've been judging people for being different, pause and ask yourself where that comes from. If you've been okay pretending, or rather to be okay, it's okay to not be okay all the time, Banja. After all, you are human. And if you're someone who feels like they don't fit in, I promise you, Danzikaya, you're not alone. And there's space for you in this world exactly as you are. To everyone who sent in voice notes, messages, and shared their truth today, thank you so much. You made this conversation real. And to everyone that's listening, to every man that's listening, just remember this: you don't have to shrink yourself to be accepted, you don't have to hide to be loved, and you don't have to suffer in silence to be strong. This has been Echoes of the City. I've been Phindile. Abanye bamazi ngoPhindiblack short bass kodwa bayayisibham samarashiya. Your Kasi girl with international dreams, baby. And until next time, take care of your mind, take care of your heart, and please let's take care of each other. See you next week.